we're into the draft. We had a recording problem right there with Screeny. Sometimes that happens on screen here with problems, but we're back in recording. We took Le'Veon Bell first. We were number one in the draft, so
Yeah, I guess we're just trying to recap what's been taken.
yeah, we should kind of start because we had a restart right there. Yeah, so Le'Veon Bell got taken early, and then it was, let's just go through it. I could kind of scroll up for you guys and everything. You also
We had the first overall pick.
So first we took Bell.
We did not fix this, by the way, so people...
Yeah, it kind of sucked getting first pick. I don't really like it.
It makes us look like we set it up. You know, you invited everyone to a draft that you're picking first overall in.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of, I feel bad about that.
Now everyone's like, oh, the people at fantasysportsell.com fix their draft.
Yeah, it seems like it too. But yeah, so yeah, it definitely went Bell, and someone took Elliott, and then Gurley.
Gurley went third.
Gurley went third. And then Hopkins went fourth.
That's kind of weird.
Johnson went fifth.
I wish I was the person at 5 with
Yeah,
David
me
Johnson.
too. Yeah, that's a good one. 6 got Barkley. 7 went Antonio Brown.
That's a little weird. I've seen him go 4.
8 went Kamara. 9 went Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay.
And then 10 and 11, that was like their last pick. It was like back-to-back pick. That was 10 and 11.
Do you think there's any chance of the holdout, or is that done with?
Oh, what, with Odell?
Yeah.
No, he's going to get, it seems like he's going to get a contract soon.
Oh, your pick.
Yeah, it's our pick now. So yeah, back to actually getting our first pick, guys. You'll see. All right, so let's see.
I can't really see what's available, so just tell me.
Yeah, Adam at the top. You want to tell you like the first 5 available here? It's like Adams,
Or
Evans,
just people you're interested in from the
Kelsey, Diggs,
people
Thielen,
in this
Fitzgerald, Freeman. I kind of want a running back right here, or well, after this, I think I'm gonna go Evans. What do you think about that?
instead of
Well, he got hurt.
who's ahead of him?
Adams.
I would go Devonta Adams over Evans.
Yeah, he is the number 1 target there, right?
Well, Jimmy Graham's there, but I don't think that's going to really affect him. He's a tight end.
Yeah, number 1 receiver there. All right.
I mean,
I'm
so
going
is
Adams.
Evans, but Winston won't be there for the first 4 weeks. Oh,
Now
you
I kind of
back-to-back
want to.
picks.
Now I kind of want. Yeah, I got a back-to-back pick, so I want to get. So I have Bell and Adams. I want to get another running back.
I'm kind of liking Jordan Howard. I think that he's shown that his floor is pretty safe.
He's got a really good bye week too.
And also, he's done that. He's done that without doing anything as a receiver. If he can develop a little bit of just some receiving skills too, his value is going to go up even more.
Definitely. I actually kind of. It's funny. I've been.
I'm also
getting him in mocks.
I'm starting to believe all the stuff people are saying about Devonta Freeman and the concussions. It's actually starting to worry me now because concussions are different than most injuries. You know,
Look at what Jordan did last year. Had
Wes
really
Welker
good.
had to retire because of concussions.
Or Howard had a good fucking. Jordan Howard had a good year last year. He'll probably do good. I'm drafting him.
I mean, you could have gone maybe McKinnon if you really want to take a shot on an upside, but I worry about McKinnon staying healthy, and I don't know if he can really take much of a workload.
What do you think about bye week
how much-
crossover? Because so far I have.
I don't really
crossover.
worry about it.
I'm not a huge. I don't worry about it like
I
crazy.
have enough
either.
confidence in myself to
They
get
have good-
people to fill in,
yeah.
you know. And I'm not. I feel like everyone else is dealing with it too, so I don't concern myself with it. I mean, I don't want like 5 people with the same one because then I end up dropping something I don't want to.
So this
That's
is
something I don't do.
This is a paid league, by the way. This is $10. We set this up quick.
Oh yeah, high rolling.
High rolling it. We
Is
wanted
that
to
the
get.
minimum?
We wanted to. Oh no, I think you could do like 5. You can put whatever you want in there.
$5 league.
I think you could put. I could put if you want to put in $1. I think you can do $1.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to put in that little box there.
Do you
Then
even win money at that point, or you just get like a high five
I guess the winner gets $12,
and like a pat on the back?
and then I guess third place gets a couple cents.
Yeah. Well, we'll win maybe like a.
That's the Christian way. That's the Christian way to play, technically.
Right. Well, we're not gambling anyway. We
Yeah.
don't do that.
Well, this is legally gambling, or else that would be allowed. Actually, this is not allowed in certain states. I noticed this year. There's a disclaimer on fantasy football this year. Have you noticed that? There's a disclaimer saying a few states can't do this.
Who's going?
All right. So after Howard it was Tyreek Hill, Diggs, Deshaun Watson, a really early quarterback right there.
I guess when you do the $10 buy-ins, you don't get the most competitive.
I don't know.
Play.
Fill it up quick. I think people want to do this one.
But
Everyone's
Deshaun Watson
here.
in the 3rd round.
People want him.
That's not smart.
Somebody wants him.
He went ahead of Aaron Rodgers.
He went ahead of everybody pretty much. Yeah. Mike Evans just got taken. Then Freeman, Mixon. That's where we're at.
Mixon, I don't know about him. I
think
kind of
Mixon's
rather
gonna
have
be pretty
Giovanni
good.
Bernard later.
Yeah, well, Bernard's still there.
I rather have Matt
Definitely
Breida
true.
and I rather have Giovanni Bernard on my bench than roster McKinnon or Mixon. Who went?
Looks like Hilton went right there.
That guy just had back-to-back picks. The one who took Mixon.
No, back-to-back picks are happening right now. He's going.
So this is the person in 12th.
It's a person as well or 10th. This is a 10-person league.
Oh, I thought we did 12.
We're doing another league later, little next week.
Yeah, we'll plug it at the end.
This is the National Draft Day draft, so I figured we'd do something.
I don't know who
This filled up quick, so people are
who
wanting
decided
to
that
draft
this was that day.
Um,
Shouldn't it be next Sunday?
I don't know who's deciding.
I would think it would be next Sunday.
You think it's Terry Bradshaw that decides?
I don't think he even knows where he is right now.
Yeah.
He's taking a lot of hits to the head. I see it moved.
Adam Thielen just got taken by the first. This guy is going back-to-back picks. His first pick is Adam Thielen.
How do you feel about Thielen?
I think he's good, but who's going to be the number one target there? Is it Diggs? Is it?
Does it matter? Do you have to be the number one target to have
There's gonna
value
be, yeah,
based
it's
on
true
the
because
ADP that he's going
it's
at?
going to be a lot of passing there.
I don't think so. I think they're going to be winning a lot of games just based on defense, and then they have two running backs they can go to with Murray and Cook. Why would they have to throw it all the time?
It's true. It's true.
That's why I don't like
think
Kirk Cousins
they're going to
that much.
pass, but no, I mean,
I rather
you got to
have
pass
Diggs.
in this league.
I
You're
rather
not
have
going to
Diggs
get
later than
even with
Thielen
running.
now.
You're not going to convert all the time. You got to pass, so you got to have a passing game, and they got two good receivers, definitely. And they have a good tight end, so
Davis Murray's
they're
not
going to
that
use
bad.
it. And they have some people that you can pass to. on
He's
the running
averaged
back.
8 touchdowns over the past 3 years, so that's pretty good floor.
Yeah.
8. Also, Cook does have the injury stuff. Looks like Travis Kelce just went.
Yeah, Kelsey just went. Kenny Drake went before that.
It's a little too early. I don't like taking tight ends this early. I'd rather just wait. There's a lot of ones that are good at the end of the draft, like Austin Seferian-Jenkins, Benjamin Watson, Austin Hooper, even Mike Gesicki on the Dolphins if you could get enough targets. There are some options. Even if you want to take a shot on Jordan Reed not getting hurt, but if you think he's going to you can go for maybe Vernon Davis just as a handcuff. I don't. What do you think Tyler Eifert could ever stay healthy again for a whole year? Because he was very good when he was.
Yeah, I think he probably could be healthy this whole year. I mean, you never know. I mean, look at how Gronk had.
I think it's pretty safe to assume that Tyler Everett's not going to play every week.
Well, look at how Gronk had such a kind of a good year last year. We only missed 2 games, so it's like it could happen with these injury-prone guys.
Though. He didn't play every.
That's like for Gronk. That's a full season. Yeah,
Well, one of them was suspension for pushing someone down.
Yeah, it's funny. He was healthy.
Who's been gone?
That was actually the best part about it. Is that so after Kelsey went Baldwin, Cooper. How do you feel about Mark Cooper? I'll keep going. It went Fitzgerald and Smith-Schuster right there, Juju. But what do you think about Cooper? I think Cooper's gonna have a good year this year. Actually, I think the Raiders are gonna have a better year than last year, and I think
I'm
Cooper's
trying
gonna be
to
part
not
of that.
hold it like past performances where I owned him and he didn't do
Yeah, he
well
was bad
for me
last
against
year.
him. So I'm gonna say that
So you had him last year.
I think he can do well.
Because he didn't.
It
Really
was
do
his
that
last year, right?
Yeah, he did good the year before.
But he's always dropped it so much. Even when he was
Yeah,
doing
he's
putting
not a-
up good numbers, it's like sloppy.
He's not a receiver I really love, but yeah.
I'll say this: if his ADP goes up any more than it is now, I don't want any shares. But if it stays where it's at, it's fine. I just don't really want to take him in the second.
What do you think about the Browns with their receiving situation? Who do you think
I
should
hope
get
they
the
don't
bulk?
bring in Des Bryant.
Who gets the bulk of the catches?
I don't know. Probably
Landry, right?
But that doesn't matter to me. I don't care about. Unless I'm in a full PPR, receptions aren't as important as the yardage and touchdowns. And Josh Gordon will probably have more bowl.
You think you will?
I don't know. I also like Antonio Callaway adds like a flex if he can just get enough targets. I just don't want Des Bryant going there.
Well, if Des Bryant's there, then no Callaway.
And Njoku, it's not like no Callaway. Just his value will be completely like killed off then.
Yeah, Njoku's value has skyrocketed since the preseason.
Well, yeah, I went from like round 12 to round. It's almost getting to like 8.
Yeah, he's up there
That's
now.
way too fucking early.
I mean, we're gonna see
your
him.
pick.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I'm actually on the running back page. Let me go to
I kind of
overall.
like Royce Freeman.
I'm gonna go to overall though. I gotta see the board. Let's see. We got Demaryius Thomas at the top. We got Landry left. We are just talking about him. We got Chris Hogan over here. I do think Chris Hogan's gonna have a good year. But
I would
also
go running
has
back again as a flex. I think there's enough receivers that you can get a good 2 and 3 and like rotate them in.
So all right. So if you're looking at running back right here, I mean, mind you,
Run
we
out
only
of time.
we only have 20 seconds. But you got Alex Collins left. You got Derrick Henry. You got Royce Freeman. You got Lamar Miller. LaShawn McCoy. We'll skip over, obvious reasons.
As much as I don't like Lamar Miller, it's a pretty safe pick, but I kind of like Royce Freeman.
Seems like Royce Freeman is going to get the bulk of the stuff too, right?
You timed out.
I timed out. I got Demaryius Thomas. Okay, well.
It's your pick again.
Okay, so that kind of chose our receiver for us, so let's definitely get a running back.
No, don't go Royce Freeman anymore.
I think we need a starter more, clear
Go
starter.
Lamar Miller.
That's what I'm thinking.
This team's already like tainted enough.
Getting tainted.
I might as well put Lamar Miller on it.
Kind of. I don't know. What do you think about going with Denver? What do you think about that situation?
I don't like Demaryius Thomas really. I don't like any of the receivers there. I just never really been big on Emmanuel Sanders, but maybe if Jake Butt could get some targets, I don't really know. I don't really believe in Case Keenum.
Really?
I'm hoping it was more Shermer than him, because Shermer is, in case you didn't know, the offensive coordinator for the Giants now. Or no,
Head coach.
is he doing both? Or
It seems like he's gonna be.
I thought he was supposed to hire one, but he never did.
Well, I think there is one officially. Yeah, I actually don't. I remember how I looked his name up. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
how long are we into this recording, by the way? That it devolved into a Giants podcast.
About 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's how long
took
it
a
took.
while.
It's about 10 minutes.
But I think he's supposed to be doing both right now. But you never know. Let's see them do bad. They do bad. He's gonna try to like pass the job off. to
That's like
somebody.
Andy Reid. Yeah, as soon as he starts kind of messing with it, he gives it to Nagy, and then Nagy gets the Bears coaching job.
That's kind of what happens. Like
Who's been going?
after Miller went Collins, Rodgers. Oh wow, the second quarterback
Yeah,
taken
I
there.
know.
Rodgers, McCoy,
What round are we in?
Brady. Quarterbacks are going right now.
What round is this?
This is
Fifth?
This right now is round 5.
And quarterbacks are going that early, huh?
The big I think we had Watson go 4.
No, it was third.
Was
I
that
thought. That was a third round.
feels like it? Yeah, that was a while ago. It was 24. He went 24th overall, so
That's the second round.
that's the second round. Yeah, that's pretty. That's someone reaching for a guy they want.
Well, hopefully you get to play him week 1.
Tom Brady.
Does that person have any more Texans?
Let's
You might be able to trade Lamar
you think
Miller to
that's-
him for something good.
You think that's what they're doing?
Have you ever done that? Like,
Yeah.
abuse the homers?
So they have Watson and they have Hopkins. So maybe they are Texans.
Ask
It
him,
seems like they are.
send him a message saying, "Hey, Bedwetter, do you want Lamar Miller?" And ask for.
So here's why I could trade away Thomas there.
Let's do this. Let's take a tight end, and then let's say, "Do you want Lamar Miller and whatever tight end we get for Gronkowski?"
You want to have another year with Gronkowski?
I don't know. I'll take the risk. It's worth the. I mean, we can probably play around it. See how he did when Greg Olsen went down. We kind of just worked around it. Had Hunter Henry. Tight end, I almost can stream sometimes. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, there's a couple times where I had to.
Because they're all so average that their floors are like everyone's going to give you 6 points.
Well, it seems like this. It seems like there's such a tier with tight ends where it's like there's a couple really, Kelsey and Gronk.
Kelsey, Gronk, and
Maybe Graham sit at the top.
No, I think I'm missing somebody. Just look at the list real quick.
Yeah, I can pull it
I
up.
feel like there's a clear third that I just can't recall right now.
So it's Kelsey. Oh, it's Ertz.
Ertz. That's who I'm trying to think of.
Gronk, Kelsey, Ertz, Graham. You probably put at
That
the
no,
top
that's
four.
no. Graham's not even on that level. It's Ertz.
He's had
it's
the seasons
Gronk,
where
Kelsey, and Ertz. a tier unto itself right there.
And then I think Evan Ingram's going a little too high.
Why is Trey Burton ranked over Rudolph now? That's kind of weird.
That is
I
odd.
don't know if I agree with that, but Kyle Rudolph has never really been that great either. He's always underwhelmed. And like we already said earlier, I don't know how much the Vikings really need to be throwing it. Their defense is ridiculous.
They've always had a great defense. I love team.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Vikings are a team I've always liked. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I liked him when they had Randy Moss.
There's a few teams.
That's actually when I really started following football. Was probably around when Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss were on the Vikings.
There's a few teams that I've always liked just because probably they're defensive teams.
Like Tampa Bay. I always liked the Buccaneers when they had Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Rondé
Ronde
Barber.
and stuff. Yeah,
I
all
feel like I'm
Scott
missing somebody else.
on offense.
Yeah, Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott were their running backs. And then I think Joey Galloway was like their best receiver or something. They never really had that great of receivers.
You know, if you look at the
Do
league,
you remember Jaquez Green?
well, I mean, you look at the league now.
Do you
it's
even
like-
know? Do you remember that name at all? Jaquez Green.
It's kind of it's drawing a brief memory in my mind there. But if you look at the league now, you can see how it's not about the running game.
Do you remember
anymore.
Lavernius Coles?
Yeah, but definitely was he on the Jets too.
Yeah, he was on the Jets.
Yeah, I mean,
Lavernius
you know what's funny?
Coles.
Remember the Jets always had a good rushing game, and they kind of kept that.
Curtis Smart.
What's that guy? TJ. What's that guy? TJ something.
Thomas Jones.
Thomas Jones. Yeah, he just went by TJ. That's right. Yeah, but
There is a TJ Jones probably.
yeah. No, yeah, the '90s and
Oh, they had Ladainian Tomlinson for
was
a little
all
bit
about
too,
rushing.
didn't they?
Definitely nowadays.
Yeah,
See,
do you remember when
know
the
what's
face of
funny,
the
though?
NFL was like Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders?
Don't you think it's kind of
And
coming
Terrell
back?
Davis were like the big people.
But the rushing game is really coming back. I mean, look at what's going on with the Rams, and I guess the Giants are going to try to replicate that with Barkley. I feel like to do like similar play to the Rams and Gurley.
Also, just think about like in fantasy how running back felt like such a bigger deal when like, you had like Priest Holmes and like Clinton Portis and Ray Rice and like
Right.
Maurice Jones-Drew. It just felt like running back was a lot bigger of a position than now. I mean, it's still like it gets drafted heavily, but just like the way they finish.
So do you think we're going to see the Giants kind of look a lot like I don't know, just a lot different this year with the offense?
I don't know. Who's no more talking about the Giants. Who got taken? Who got drafted? Hogan.
We've had Josh Gordon go, then Derrick Henry, Chris Hogan, Jimmy Graham, Russell Wilson,
Josh Gordon actually would have been nice to get over Demaryius Thomas maybe.
Alex Robinson.
I didn't realize Josh Gordon was still available. He's fell pretty far in drafts. It's pretty good.
Jarvis Landry went. Mark Ingram. Maurice Jones-Drew.
What?
Wait. What?
Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones. Wow.
Jr.
I'm going back to old times.
I just said it. That's
Yeah.
probably why. It was
Yeah.
in your head
Remember how
already.
he was a big fantasy pull for a couple of years?
What do you mean a couple? He's good for a long time.
But I remember he was like top of the draft though for a few years, where it was like
Yeah,
leading
he
the draft.
finished. He was like a top 5 pick every year for a period. Same thing with It's a weird thing about running back. It changes. Like Jamal Charles had a reign as probably the best one, and then do you remember Chris Johnson on the Titans?
Yeah,
Then
that was
Ray
only
Rice,
2 years.
Ray
though.
Rice had a run where he was the best.
But we're talking like 2 years.
Well, that's what running backs
Yeah,
do.
that's true.
They burn out real fast.
Well, that's why.
Do you remember Larry Johnson on the Chiefs
He was
before
kind of like
Priest Holmes?
he was sort of like a big.
I think it went Larry Johnson, Priest Holmes, and then Jamal Charles. The Chiefs and then Kareem Hunt. Like the Chiefs have always gotten somebody. Even Spencer Ware was good.
Yeah, they've always had a good run game.
All right, so what are you gonna get, Evan Ingram?
No, I don't really want to take. I think he's going too early, so I'm kind of staying away from him. To tell you the truth, even though tight end's not a bad idea right here.
You're just gonna get a bench player.
Yeah, I kind of. That is the thing. Like if I do get a tight end, it
You're
is nice.
Giants homer. You gotta have Ingram.
I probably should take him, but I think I'm going to go
We're
someone
getting
first.
Eli too next pick.
I'm going to go maybe maybe a receiver first.
I don't know. Your tight end's gonna play every week. This is a person that's gonna be a fill-in.
I know I have 2 picks back to back, so I'll definitely
Oh,
take
then
Ingram.
maybe get Deion Lewis.
You think so?
Yeah, because Lamar Miller is not the most reliable person in the world.
And Henry.
Actually, no. You probably should get another receiver. Demaryius Thomas.
That's what I feel like. I think I should
I
get a
kind of
receiver.
like Crowder.
I mean, I'm going to go Ingram right here, but I'm going to look at receivers right now.
I kind of like Crowder.
Let's take a look at the receivers just to look. So we got Goodwin, Crowder, Sanders. Obviously, I'm going to stay from another.
you
Denver
get a lot
receiver.
of Broncos. Oh no, you didn't get Royce Freeman.
No,
Never
I
mind.
just have I just have one Bronco. Um, yeah, Crowder and Smith. Yeah, look at this. A note about how Alex Smith is liking Crowder. I kind of, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you and go with Crowder.
Alshon
Fuck him.
Jeffrey really fell. Look
Yeah,
where he's at.
really far. You're right.
I don't like him or the Eagles, but I think that value is pretty good there.
No, yeah, you're true. It's definitely true. He's gonna be there for
I'll
a
deal
while.
with the injury until he's back.
What about the other dude? Aguilar.
Aguilar?
Yeah,
I think
he's behind
gotta
him.
be
He's even further behind him.
he's got to be moved up in drafts. Here you go.
He's really far down there. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about even taking the Eagles this year to, if you're right, exactly what you're saying. There's some good spots. I mean, I did that.
I do want some Corey Clement shares in case of Jai's like knees or whatever. He's got some weird condition that I have a feeling could flare up eventually.
I was trying that like not.
It's like bone on bone.
Yeah, I was trying that zero strategy, that zero RB strategy, and right when you kind of do it, you're kind of stuck with Ertz a lot of times when you do it. It's sort of like a method.
Stuck with Ertz.
Yeah, because there's a point where this is kind of a strategy where you do it.
You never need to take tight end that early. There's never a situation that you have to take Zach Ertz.
It's in this with a strategy I was liking that I was reading about that you kind of took a kind of a tight end around third round, and the way now when I was drafting, it seemed like the only tight ends left around third round were Ertz, and then kind of a drop off later with that. Kind of what we're saying. Then
I don't know. I see people do that a lot. I don't really want to. I don't even like Ingram in the fifth, but
Yeah, I kind of think you can get tight end, even Ingram, because he's going to
I
have
guess though,
less a year.
if it's sort of like catcher in fantasy baseball. It's like when you have such a like what you feel like is leverage over the other person at that position. It's almost a little bit delusional because you really don't.
Yeah, there's gonna be similar tight ends doing what Ingram does. So that a little bit later. So he's gonna
I
have.
don't know.
less
How
year.
much do you think that the return of Odell Beckham Jr. is going to hurt him?
A lot. And you got Shepard too.
Don't you
so.
think it would help his quality of targets?
you have
though? Because
Barkley.
He'll have less people focus on him, and they'll be double teaming.
It's not only just Beckham. It's Barkley. It's Shepard. It's Beckham. It's like a lot of people now. in
You
front
know
of him.
Shepard's going to get hurt. Though.
And you know there's gonna be a lot of passes thrown to Barkley. So it's like that's.
Who's been taken?
So since we picked, it was Sanders and the Jacksonville defense. Wow, that's kind of odd.
A little early.
Yeah, these are not even auto drafters. These are people.
This does
doing
not
this.
feel like a pay league. I gotta say,
I guess that's what's
this
happening.
is
when you
feeling
do-
more like just a standard mock.
when you do $10.
This is actually worse than the mocks I've done.
I mean, someone
I've never
taking that
in my mocks.
is early.
Pete, I've never in my mocks had Deshaun Watson go in the second round, ever.
Well, you can tell that's someone who just wanted to get him. You know what I mean?
What round they
That's-
take
that's-
Hopkins at?
But that's kind of a thing. That's what you not see in mocks. You see this in real drafts where you see people just reaching for stuff because they want it. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't always go by the rankings, but at the same time, I'm not taking Deshaun Watson in the second round.
I remember like when I would do leagues with actually people and real life type drafts. A lot of people do that kind of shit where they like really reach, just because they try to get a cock block or whatever they want to think it is. Or
Well, yeah, we live on the East Coast, so whenever we have drafts, the Yankee people always go early.
right, like shit like that, or even like with the Giants or the Eagles. I remember people that would go like early with like drafts that we've done.
Yeah, we took David Wilson top 10.
Oh, that's going back a long time. Barkley is probably the new Wilson, right?
Oh, that'd be bad. No,
Hopefully not.
David Wilson actually played.
Yeah, it's true. Barkley hasn't played.
Barkley
Yet.
is hurt before he even got on the field.
No, it seems like Barkley is just they're.
He's a bust.
I think they're holding him
His
out of
hamstrings already
preseason.
about to explode.
Yeah, you probably could.
McAdoo probably planted something before
Yeah,
he left.
McAdoo. Yeah.
That evil bastard.
Coughlin's in on it too.
He sabotaged Eli's career. Now he's going to sabotage everyone else's.
Coughlin and Fournette.
Because Geno Smith is the best thing for the franchise right now.
Geno Smith could have took them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
McAdoo thought.
Did Geno Smith get picked yet?
I think Geno. Where is Geno? Is he
Did
in
Geno go
Seattle?
after Deshaun Watson in the third? Who went though? Who's getting picked?
So after okay, what were we talking about? Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Ooh, Wentz just got taken.
Ugh.
Wentz, but this is by a guy who's picking back to back. He went Wentz and Ronald Jones.
This person's an idiot. Not to be rude, but he makes the Deshaun Watson person in the second round look like a genius.
I have to say, these past drafts I've been doing, I have been going quarterback a little earlier than I used to. Because like let's see what's left right now.
I want Mariota as late as I can get him.
Well, let's just take.
And that's all I'm doing.
let's
I'm
take a
not carrying
gander.
two quarterbacks either. People who do that are wasting a spot.
Well, You still there's a bunch of people ahead of Mariota right now.
Patrick
so-
Mahomes. Like, why am I going to take Deshaun Watson in the second when I can get Patrick Mahomes like 80 rounds later?
You saw he had
The
that big.
same stuff.
He looks like he's got a big arm. And that looks nice. He can hit a long, deep ball. And that's
I don't
good.
really watch the preseason. I just write about it.
He had a big like 68-yard throw that they're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
It's
check
really
out my
nice.
articles on the website.
Yeah, on FSFantasySportsHelp.com.
Maybe I'll crack 5 views.
Yeah, crack a couple of views.
Who are you looking at? Philip Rivers again? You drafted
I'm just
him
looking
more,
at the
you drafted
quarterbacks
him
that
more
are left.
times than he has children. Pete.
I've only taken him actually in the last year I got him in a pickup just from like an ad. He was available, I think.
Yeah, you were lucky to get him after Deshaun Watson, who you didn't take in the second round, got hurt.
Yeah, I didn't take him in the second round.
He went undrafted. Nobody thought he was going to be good.
Yeah,
Or not good, but like a thing at all.
Stafford just went right there. Cousins went before.
Everyone
that.
was on Brock Osweiler to be a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, it was funny. That was a thought. That was actually a thought.
No one ever thought that.
Well, people thought he was going to do better than what he did.
Not in fantasy. No one ever thought of him as viable at all.
Yeah, not in fantasy, but like in real life, people thought he was going to win some games, which is ridiculous.
I don't know who thought that. Even look, like I'm not
I mean,
just
they have a
saying
good-
that. Like
they have
looking
a good
back now,
defense.
no one then.
Everyone
even
thought
about
the
it.
defense could kind of ride it out. You know,
When's your pick? It's been a while.
it's coming up in a couple picks here.
What's your team name?
Goo Punch. This is a reference to my brother and me.
Oh yeah, that terrible
Was it Goo?
Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
Should have named it like "Are You Afraid of the Dark" or something.
I think that's worse.
Yeah, that might have a weird context too. But who just got picked?
Johnson, Detroit.
Do you know who that is?
Kerryon Johnson. Yeah, he's is he starter there now, or is he backing up?
I don't know. They have LeGarrette Blount. They have Theo Riddick. They have Amir Abdullah still. They
So
have
he-
Zach Zenner, who's that weird white guy. I don't know. I don't really want anything to do
Oh,
with the
weird.
Lions
So
running
they're
backs.
they're doing a weird rotation. Looks like.
yeah.
You're totally right.
The
They're-
Patriots and the Lions. I don't really.
Wait,
Him
did
and
you say?
Patricia.
Did you also say Adula into that mix right there?
Amir Abdullah.
Yeah, he's in the mix too.
Yeah, that's great. Let's sign some more free agents.
It looks like it's gonna be a rotation game for
We should have signed Adrian Peterson
that.
and Alfred Morris. Let's get them all. I want all the running backs.
Well, sure. That's why he's going really late. You know, as far as running back.
Actually, if I were a GM, I would do that just so other teams didn't have the option to get them. You know,
Yeah,
why not just have Adrian Peterson signed so nobody else can use him?
I probably should take a running back here. Actually,
Yeah, I would. I would probably go with.
okay. We got Coleman,
Chris Carson. Chris Carson.
Yeah, Chris Carson could be.
He's the starter.
Really?
Do it. Take it. Yeah. Just do it. Don't even think
What's
twice.
going on with Rashad Penny?
He's hurt, and he had already lost.
He's not
he
like,
never
yeah,
had the
never
starting
had the
role to
job.
begin with.
Just a
People
rookie.
just
Yeah.
assumed it because they took him early
Yep.
in the draft. They always like Chris Carson better.
Should I go another running back, or there's receivers I should probably look at. Oh, all right. I have my. Yeah, that's right.
I think you should go Alshon Jeffrey just for the chance that he's good. Or you could go Edelman and just deal with the
I
suspension
think I
stuff.
could wait to get Alshon Jeffrey. Don't you think he might even be here still? Or I guess maybe not.
No, I wouldn't wait any more than this.
But who else did you say?
Julian Edelman,
What's going on with his suspension?
4 weeks. You don't need him. He's a bench. This is a bench position.
Yeah, this is a
you're
bench
drafting right
spot.
now.
Looking at other running backs. What do you think here?
I would go maybe just Tevin Coleman for the lottery ticket. Or if you want to handcuff Jordan Howard, you can get Cohen, who could still have value. I kind of want to just have Coleman, though.
I think I like Coleman because he could. Yeah, he's gonna get. He gets a lot of rotation anyway.
It's just if Devonta Freeman ever goes down for an extended amount of time, Coleman's going to
Yeah.
be a top 5, 10 running back.
But we all
Easily.
know Coleman's got his
Like,
health
immediately.
issues too. Coleman has health issues as well.
I don't care about injuries until I have to deal with them. You know,
It's true. Yeah, you got to deal with it then.
I know people are prone. Some people are more prone than
Yeah, he
others.
seems to be.
But I try not to let it deter me too much from stuff. Who went before your Coleman pick and the Carson?
Burton.
What round is this?
We are in the
Seven.
9th round.
And you got Chris Carson.
That was the 8th round. That was the end of the 8th round.
Chris Carson is pretty good value at this pick.
End of 8th round. Chris Carson. 80th.
There's a chance that he just gets all the touches really, and they don't give Penny much other than maybe passing down stuff and like change of pace roll.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I would be playing Chris Carson over Lamar Miller possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as a flex, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I mean, so far I like the team.
I would trade one of these running backs for and Demaryius Thomas and get a better wide receiver.
Could.
I would do that as soon as I could. Like once
That
it's
could be an
over.
option to do with this team.
I mean, but that's you get like a chance that Carson just is your flex every single week, and you don't need him. I mean, you don't need Miller.
So, yeah, definitely true.
I don't really like Lamar Miller. No one does. I
Yeah.
feel like he's bad luck to have on your team. He's like a Munson.
People are expecting good things from the Texans this year. He could be riding along with that. You know what I mean? Watson has a good year. It's going to help out the running game.
I don't know. Watson
All helps out
scares
everything.
me a little bit. I think he could get hurt. He seems kind of like his play style is gonna make him prone to taking some weird hits. RG3 didn't make it.
He's not like a super running guy though. He can still pass in the pocket.
He runs it a lot.
Yeah, but he still makes good throws in the pocket. He really should just try to stick in the pocket. Like whenever RG3 tried to do that, he just wasn't good in the pocket.
I don't remember what he was like.
He was a running guy.
I don't remember really. I didn't watch a whole lot of Redskin games other than when they played the Giants.
It's funny how that style of play, like RG3, like it worked for a little bit. Like you had what's the guy? I mean, everyone Kaepernick. You had Kaepernick and you had RG3.
We're not allowed. The NFL's banned us from bringing him up.
Oh yeah, that's true. But both of them had similar style of play, and it kind of worked for a little bit, and then it kind of stopped working.
Who got taken? Roethlisberger. It's funny. I can see
Roethlisberger.
that name from over here.
Yeah, because it's so weird.
This is longer.
Then Carlos Hyde and Alshon Jeffrey,
What do you think about? Yeah, you should have taken Jeffrey.
Delaney Walker. Then too.
What do you think of Carlos Hyde?
I think he's the starter right there. So is he going to be? I don't know. The Browns are weird. They also have a lot of running backs.
Oh, you watched any Hard Knocks?
Yeah, I like Hard Knocks, and I like Nick Chubb, so I kind of hope Nick Chubb.
He wasn't even on it. They did.
He's been on it.
Did you notice they didn't even talk about the running backs once?
Carlos Hyde hasn't been on it once.
Why is that? No
I
one
don't think
talked about the running back position at all there.
I don't think Carlos
They have
Hyde
3 of them.
has been in a single shot, and I think he might not want to be on it or something. I think there's some players that don't want to be
Oh,
on
there's
it.
a waiver.
There might be some players that don't want to be on it, and then they're not even on it because I haven't seen one shot with Carlos Hyde. They never talk about the running
It's
game.
a lot of Jarvis Landry stuff.
Well, he seems to be kind of a douchebag.
He is. He's a very
Yeah.
big douche.
I mean, it
Bless
makes
him.
sense.
Bless him. He's
It
got
makes-
like a dumb
that was so
catchphrase.
stupid. Yeah, makes sense because he's friends with Odell, and,
Yeah, and
and
they're
we're
both
Giants fans,
douchebags.
and Odell's a fucking douchebag. So makes sense that they're like-minded.
Like douche-minded.
Yep.
They say that same douche-mind. Hive-mind mentality.
But yeah, it looks like Odell's going to get signed to the Giants and stay.
Do you think they have the same hairstylist too?
I don't think so. One's out in Ohio, one's in New York.
Maybe it's just like an ant.
What's it, Pert Plus? It's probably Mike
No,
Piazza.
he doesn't do Pert Plus commercials. He does Head and Shoulders.
In New York, it's Mike Piazza who does Odell's hair, and I don't know who he's getting. Out
Mike
in Ohio.
Like Piazza knows how to frost
Yeah.
those tips. He knows how to wax them too.
That is apparently who's his stylist is Piazza.
Yeah, I don't know. He always seems to work his way into
All New York
Our-
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. All anything hair related. Yeah. Anything kind of fashion.
who's been going in the draft. Draft's still going, by the way, guys. You might have forgot.
Crabtree.
Wouldn't know it.
Robbie Anderson went. Sammy Watkins.
I kind of like Robbie Anderson a lot.
He seems like a badass.
I think
seems like he's kind of a tough guy, right? Didn't he have some altercations off season?
he's got a bit of an alcohol problem. If you
Yeah.
really want to go into that. Yeah.
Bilal Powell just went. Then Parker. Then Garcon.
Yeah, Garcon. He's so fucking old.
Rashad Penny just went there.
I don't really want Garcon at all. I'm sure he'll get a ton of targets and be productive. I don't know. He's gonna get hurt. I feel it. Same with Will Fuller, who's already hurt.
Yep. I mean, a lot of.
I like
receivers.
Isaiah Crowell this year.
Yeah, I mean, he.
I feel like the
is-
Browns didn't know how to use him, and the Jets well.
Is he the starter? Who is the starter? Oh no, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Bilal Powell is not the starter. This is a weird draft.
This
Why
is
are these running
very,
backs slipping so late?
slipping-
Chris Carson and
yeah.
Isaiah Crowell should have been gone
I'm
already.
kind of surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not very competitive at all.
Hmm.
Maybe we should have did $100.
Yeah, $100 one. Yeah.
Edited a zero.
Well, it's better than doing a mock draft where you can kind of just get bullshit. At least this is.
I don't know. I didn't
Everyone's
have
here.
Deshaun Watson go in the second round of any of my mocks.
No, but I think this is that's more of a real scenario.
I did have that happen once.
Yeah, but that's more of a real scenario. Mock drafts are kind of people fucking around. In real drafts, people think it's their strategy. They're crazy. They think they're ahead of everybody.
No,
doing
there's
this
one
stuff.
idiot in here. That's
Yeah.
all that was.
Who was it?
Just
Bedwetter?
one fucking moron in here.
He's probably
It's a homer. It's a Texans fan homer idiot who just threw in $10. Hey, I like the Texans, so
Well, maybe he's thinking I want fucking Watson before someone.
he's probably thinking he can put JJ Watt at receiver or some bullshit.
Yeah, JJ Watt
because he caught a touchdown once.
Yep. He's going. He's drafting right now, so we'll see what he takes. You think it's a Texan?
Yeah, but come do a draft with us, and we'll
We'll-
berate your team as you make your
Yeah,
picks.
Will Fuller's up, so I think we'll take.
We'll be
Will
doing
Fuller.
way more fan-based invite drafts where we have incredibly low buy-ins and make fun of everyone's selections
Yeah, we could do that more.
as we auto-draft our picks get auto-drafted.
Well, that one.
Yeah, Demaryius Thomas is all right. I think his floor is pretty safe.
No, I think so.
You know what
too.
you're
That's
gonna
kinda
get.
why I
You know?
exactly.
You'll get like maybe just under 1,000 yards and 4 to 5 touchdowns, probably.
Yeah, that's kind of what he is. Yeah, he's a yardage dude for sure.
Not anymore.
What do you mean with Keenum?
No, he's just older and kind of
Yeah.
coming near the end of the road. Though Larry Fitzgerald is still doing it.
He had some of the
He's
best
80.
numbers.
He turned 80 this year.
He
So
had some of the best numbers last year out of receivers. It's crazy.
yeah, but you know, it had a lot to do with that. It was David Johnson not playing a single game.
It's really true. I mean, it was big. Their whole game plan came about passing.
Drink that Njoku milk.
Yeah. All right, so let's look around at Let me look around at some run.
C.J. Anderson, he's one of your favorites, right?
I do-
Or no, Jonathan Stewart. I'm thinking of him.
no, well, no, I don't like.
We're definitely getting Jonathan Stewart. He looks great this preseason.
Yeah, he looks great.
He's got like a total negative 10 yards so far in 3 games.
I think I'm gonna get Aguilar actually.
Yeah, because you didn't get Jeffrey, so you got some share of that like Eagles stuff. And then I'll go Kenny Stills.
Yeah, good call. And I actually think
Devontae Parker is a fucking bust. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't care if he hits this year. I don't even want any share of it. I fell for that shit too many times.
Edelman's still here.
This is not full PPR though.
Yeah, halfway. Well, it's the same thing really. That would scaled. Yeah, I mean,
And if that's the case, then maybe go Tyler Lockett, or actually go Marquise Lee because he just went with he just got a season knee injury.
I think I do like Kenny Stills because exactly what you're saying. Like,
Oh wait, hold on.
Parker
Can you
is,
put Marquise Lee on the queue just so we can have the who didn't pay attention to the news watch and
Yeah.
draft him? Because he's dead.
Yeah,
Marquise,
pretty much off with it. He's
in
done.
case you guys didn't know, Marquise Lee died yesterday.
Died for fantasy. Yeah.
I don't know why he's smiling in that picture. You should have like a veil. Mike Williams could be good. I just don't know if he's going to get enough targets. But I think we said this before. The Chargers every year just have like receivers that produce.
I probably actually should
Whether
do
it's
that.
Travis Benjamin or Tyrell. I don't know how to pronounce it. Williams.
I should have probably used
Terrell.
pick for quarterback right there. Actually.
I would go Luck as soon as I could.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna get luck because I got a lot of picks until my turn.
What round is this?
This right now is 11th, and it's about the
Andrew
end.
Luck is going in the 11th fucking round.
Well,
And
it's
Deshaun Watson went in the second.
11th is almost done, so it could be the 12th that he goes.
I think this is a perfect example, by the way, of like why not to draft early on a quarterback because you can get Andrew Luck in the 11th round,
yeah, but
and he'll probably finish top 5.
this is late 11th. This is pretty much 12th. He could go 12th.
Eric Ebron, by the way, looks pretty good. I'm starting to like that. Like at first, I was a little confused and worried about the Jack Doyle Ebron thing, but then I looked. There's no receivers there other than Hilton, 0,
so
like,
it's
at
kinda
all.
Hilton and
So
Ebron.
they might be doing what the Patriots used to do with Aaron Hernandez before he got like turned gay and started killing people.
double
and
tight end
Gronkowski.
works if you have two guys that are good. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, especially if one's like a psychopath
right.
who you let play while he's murdered people.
They didn't know. Did they?
Belichick though, man, he's smooth. He got away. He got out from under that one, but the whole deflating the ball thing, everyone worked out. Maybe that was just a distraction tactic.
Yeah, he couldn't get away from that.
Look at my balls while I let this. All right, who got drafted?
Matt Ryan just went. So Luck is still here. It's the 12th round, by the way, and Luck is still here. I might be able to get him. Oh no, there goes Luck. 112.
Yeah, you should have taken a quarterback.
I should. That's what I just said before. I should have taken quarterback this last pick. I probably missed on that, but there's still some stuff here.
You
Maybe
got
I
a
can
really
get
strong
it.
bench.
Yeah,
And you have assets you can trade away
I do.
for a quarterback because you don't have one. Nobody really trades quarterbacks.
There's still quarterbacks too by the time.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Somebody trade their quarterback like that. Unless you take Deshaun Watson in the second round, you realize you fucked up and you got to do something about it.
Yeah,
I'd probably trade that one out.
that is an odd reach, going so early with it.
Because you can think about it like this: if you're taking a receiver in the second round or a running back, you're never going to trade that guy for Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson
Nah.
ever. And if
Well-
somebody offered you that, be like, you're an asshole for even thinking this is
Yeah.
going to happen.
Well, now this guy's not trading, and he's not trading Deshaun Watson.
No, he's gonna live with that. Even if he probably goes down again for the
Yeah,
year, he'll
exactly.
have him in their injured reserve,
He's stuck with
still
that.
going, broken leg or whatever he had. This guy's committed at this point.
Well, I know he's not going to be getting a quarterback.
So you can still get Mariota or Mahomes.
Well, that's
hopefully.
if it's
Hopefully.
less. Yeah,
I'm kind of hoping though that you get Dak Prescott. It's like
as revenge for not getting.
just for waiting this long. Yeah, Alex Smith, I could do with if I
Yeah,
had
can deal
to.
with that as well.
Oh no, never mind. We'll just get Eli. We're good.
No, I don't think. I don't know. That's going a little too late with it.
Eli is like a $10 quarterback,
Yeah,
$10 league quarterback.
Hmm.
That's how much you'd be getting paid at this point per game.
Hey man, you can win $100.
$10 and like some Papa John's pizza, or is that's the other brother?
Yeah, it's Papa John's. You
Oh, that's nobody now.
Oh yeah, there's no Papa anymore.
You got mic'd up.
Yep,
That's one person you don't want to mic up.
there's no more Papa.
You don't want Papa in the huddle.
Nope. No way.
You
anymore,
don't want
right?
Papa in the huddle, man. He'll get pulled real quick.
He might get in some fights. Papa's in the huddle.
Oh yeah, he's definitely that's not the place to be talking about pizza.
Yeah, it's not pizza
Quote
territory.
unquote pizza. Yeah. It's more like a rally than a board meeting.
Yeah, it seemed like.
Who went?
Wow.
Yeah.
Gostkowski just went
All right.
in the.
Before Andrew Luck.
No, it went after Luck.
Maybe he thought he could play him a quarterback.
Was that the same guy? I think that was Bedwater.
Did he think Gostkowski was a quarterback? As like because Brady went down.
I think this guy just wants to get a good. This guy really wants a good kicker, I guess.
I mean, you can make fun of kickers all you want. There's a 1 week where Greg Zerline fucking destroyed me.
Yeah, no,
I think
yeah.
He put up like 50 points or some shit against me, and I couldn't answer back.
Some
I
kickers
got
can have some crazy weeks.
I got Greg the leg going off of me pretty hard.
Yeah. It was like 30 points that he got.
It was like 40.
I know. It's like sometimes like kickers can put.
I don't know what the
crazy
fuck
shit
he
up.
was doing. Was he just kicking everything from like 70 yards away?
Sometimes it's just field goals that get scored. I mean, field goals
He
get
must have
scored a
kicked
lot.
like 10 of them.
Kickers are. The funny thing is, it is true. Like you're talking about, kickers are important. Actually, like they're.
Well, how did he do
Not-
that? If he gets like 5 per, he must have kicked like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Well,
There goes Goff.
that's probably more kicker covers you guys thought you were gonna get.
All right, I can. There goes Mahomes. I can get Mariota, so I'm gonna go for Mariota.
And then Eli be the backup.
Yeah, I could get Eli later, but I think I'm just gonna look for. Let's look at the flex stuff just to see what's available for.
I'd go running back right now.
Okay, yeah, let's look at running back.
Aaron Jones
See what's there.
or Chris Thompson.
You seeing him there? Yeah, Aaron Jones is there.
Actually, Aaron Jones has the chance to
To be-
outright like
Be
be
it.
the guy
yeah.
there. Chris Thompson, could never do that.
Yeah.
He'll never have that kind of workload. He can't handle it. His body can't handle it.
What's with the suspension going on with Aaron Jones?
I think it's weed related.
Well, he's a bench guy, so I can.
Maybe you
have
should
him.
draft him just for that reason alone.
Yeah, we could do that. I'll have him stashed away.
Hopefully the Packers don't sign LeGarrette Blunt next year or something.
All right, there goes Jones. Jones is going on my bench. All right, wow, this is almost done. All I need my kicker and my defense now. So let's go to kicker.
And we're likely to stream defenses anyway.
I always been getting this
Do
Harrison.
you stream kickers?
I've been getting this.
Or you
Harrison.
just let it sit and you don't even think about it?
Eventually,
anymore?
I start streaming them if they're bad. It's only like if
Oh, you had Greg the leg last year.
I had.
didn't you?
I was funny. I had what you're talking about. I had Zerline, and I like won weeks because of him because I'd had like underperformance, and he would like take my team over.
Yeah, there was that 1 week he put up like 40, but there were other weeks he put up like 20.
When you have like with fantasy football, when you have a guy like at least 2 guys on your team that put up like a high 20s, and then another guy with the high 20s, there's I always feel like there's just like chances you already won pretty much, and that's almost the way with like the kicker at was Zerline last year, how he kept putting up like he kept being one of my guys that was always putting up 20, so it was always like a valuable player.
We're gonna be doing a all kicker league next. If you guys want to join up to,
Yeah,
we're gonna send out the Twitter invites. We're gonna be
sending
sending out the Twitter invites soon.
Yeah,
Who do you think is gonna go first overall? Probably Goskowski, right?
I think so because it's funny how he went so early. I've been mock drafting this Harrison Butker guy because the Chiefs I think are going to get a lot of field goals. You know, with a rookie
Mahomes
quarterback.
seems like the type to get the ball moved down a
Yeah,
lot
it's
and not
rookie.
going to be able to finish it because he's too.
It's only
He's
smart to
not like
assume
there
that.
yet in his career to be able to figure it out.
There's a lot of other good kickers here too. I mean, Zerline is still left, right? Or Zerline? No, Zerline went. Let's see who's drafted as far as kickers go. Yeah, so Gostkowski was drafted first, and then Zerline, and then Justin Tucker went a little bit ago.
I don't like the Ravens really.
But they do kick a lot of field goals
I
because
know,
their
'cause
offense
Flacco
sucks.
sucks. He can't.
Yeah.
He never can just get touchdowns. He always gets close, but can't finish.
Also, Matt Bryant is pretty high because the Falcons are a lot of like a team that kind of sometimes just can't push it over. It's a lot of field goals.
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping they can score this year. Part of the reason you took Coleman.
No, yeah, I think I mean they do score still. They're still gonna be. They're gonna be a team that could be a playoff.
Yeah, that's what's
They're-
weird
they're
about
gonna
kickers.
Be, they're like a super.
It's hard to like. I'm not great with kicker value. I'm sorry, but
Atlanta.
I kind of go like Matt Prater every year, and I don't like because he looks
Atlanta's
like
gonna
Nick
have a-
Schwartzman.
Atlanta could be like a Super Bowl contender. I feel like each year they're kind of like that.
That's how I draft my kickers based on comedians I like.
Oh yeah. So who's
He
Harrison?
does look like Nick Schwartzman a lot.
Wait, who? Oh yeah,
Matt Prater.
Matt Prater really does. Yeah, he really does.
We'll put a side by
It's
side.
funny
Up.
that does not look like.
We'll put
him,
a side by side up on the
on Twitter. Yeah,
on Twitter
yeah.
for you guys. Just,
We
they're
should
not
do that, yeah.
doppelgangers, but it's like the haircut's pretty much the same thing.
I feel like he's addressed this too. He's had to address this by now.
Which Prater or Schwartzman?
Schwartzman. Probably both have addressed it.
Do you think Jason Schwartzman's addressed it
Probably.
on the set of his what spy show is he on now?
Whatever Adam Sandler's
The
terrible
Harry
shit
the
is
Spy
doing.
TV show.
Whatever terrible Adam Sandler project he's doing for Netflix.
No, Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, I don't know.
Cool Ethan. Who went?
Marlon Mack.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Marlon Mack anymore. I don't really want anything to do with the Colts running
Colts
backs.
are weird team there. They could be really
Weird's
good this
a
year.
one way to say it.
I don't know. Luck has got a good arm. You think Luck? Yeah, and it's funny how you're talking about how Luck was going really late earlier in mock drafts when we were doing this. Now Luck's kind of up to the top.
No, he's not. He went in the 12th round.
Well, it's farther than he was, man. He was going way. He wasn't even like he's going way later before.
No, he
You know what
wasn't.
I mean, I think 12th was around, still a little bit earlier than he was going.
I don't even remember. I don't really do mock drafts anymore.
I mean, when I was initially doing them, you
I
were
like to
seeing him
draft
going late.
blindfolded. I don't even look at my stuff. I just know what I'm gonna get.
See the stuff that's left as far as quarterbacks. Yeah, Alex Smith.
You're not getting a second quarterback.
No, I know. I'm just
Oh.
going through what's left here, way in the end of
Looks
the
like
draft.
Prescott, Bortles. Like Bortles looks like shit.
Carr.
Their car could be good. I don't. I don't know. John Gruden's a weirdo, but
So you think Carr is someone kind of keep an eye on?
I kind of have this feeling. Don't you feel like the NFL wants to set up the Rangers to succeed? I mean, the Raiders to succeed.
Kind of,
because
'cause for
Gruden's
Gruden,
gonna
yeah.
like be a big deal and like make them money.
He's an NFL favorite of NFL fans, Gruden. I like Gruden. I think a lot of people like Gruden. Just
Like, do you think
I
when
know.
the NHL had that Vegas team, they were gonna set them up for failure?
that seemed a little weird.
They
seemed
have
a little
them.
setup
They
when
have
get
them
there and,
assured a
get the
playoff
cup.
spot before they even put the team together.
Seemed like it. You know, you never know with these sports these days. And
But we're starting to turn into like a conspiracy.
hey, Marshawn
podcast.
Lynch has said some interesting stuff about
They're
that.
putting
Super
weird
Bowl.
stuff in the water,
What do you think about Marshawn Lynch?
turning
saying-
everybody trans. What?
What about Marshawn Lynch saying that stuff about the 1 yard decision?
What do you say?
Where they didn't give him the ball and they turned it over.
He's not supposed to say stuff like that. He's supposed to just keep his mouth shut and
He's sort of
do what he's
always
told.
kind of said that there is a little bit of conspiracy there. He's always sort of attested to that.
Oh, yeah, it was a clear fix.
I mean-
and also when the power went out on that other Super Bowl with the
Yep.
Ravens and the 49ers, that was such bullshit.
Yeah, some weird stuff sometimes.
They magically make a ridiculous comeback. You going defense?
I'm gonna go kicker first, and then I have back-to-back picks, so it doesn't matter. So whatever. I kind
Oh, right. I
For,
forgot.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I forgot. I can't really say.
Right now, I have kickers open, quarterbacks open. Let me
I've been
just go
drafting
to,
blind.
let me go to kickers. So
Will Lutz.
I'll go to
Butker.
defenses too. You want to see
Let's
defenses
go defense first.
You got Baltimore, New Orleans,
Patriot.
Carolina.
Oh, I like the Saints defense actually.
Yeah, because they really brought it together last year and kind of.
Well, you got Lattimore in the draft.
I agree. I'm going with
Um,
Saints.
I think they've been drafting pretty well for
And you know what? I'm gonna keep with Prater because Matt Stafford because he looks like
Nick Swartzen.
Nick Swartzen, yeah. And I could then post that on Twitter about this draft and getting a guy that looks like Nick Swartzen.
I don't think you really needed the Prater pick to do that, but
Yeah, I could have done. I was gonna do it anyway.
now you got
but-
an angle, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now I got an angle.
it's all about just trying to play down to the.
Edwards already gone. He already left out of this. This is the first. It's funny. This is one thing that's different about mock drafts. When you do mock drafts, people leave it like in like the 6th round. This everyone's still here except for Edward.
Yeah, I guess that $10 didn't mean much.
Edward, yeah.
He's probably rolling in it.
You think? Yeah.
I mean, he can afford to just drop 10 on a draft whenever.
None of these people decided to have, or not many of them decided to have custom names here.
Oh, everyone's like Leland's awesome team or
Adam's
Pete's
team,
spectacular roster, some stuff
Raymond's
like that.
team, Raymond, Ryan's team, Taylor's team, Adam's team,
Tony's
Edwards'
tubular team.
This one's got Shawshank inmates. That's a weird, dark sort of reference
Yeah, that's
for
not.
football. It's not really light.
Mm-mm.
This guy's probably some sort of rapist,
Yeah.
or maybe he's been raped in jail. Maybe he's in jail now. You think there's a jail? There probably is a jail population that plays fantasy football.
Doesn't the main character get raped in Shawshank Redemption?
Shanked, right?
No,
Did
raped.
he get shanked though?
I don't think so. I think they threatened him. Who got picked? Where are we
All
at?
right, we're okay. All these kickers are
We
going.
got seriously
After
sidetracked.
Prater, Pittsburgh went,
Well, this draft's pretty much over.
and then Lutz went.
Just waiting for
Boswell,
Mercedes to
Chris
finish up.
Boswell, Latavius Murray,
If only this guy could draft Deshaun Watson again.
the guy who drafted Gostkowski really early, went for Latavius Murray really late. That was
That's
his
a good
last
pick.
Yeah, that's interesting. So he got his quarterback, his kicker really early, got it out of the way because he's a smart guy, I guess.
I don't know. This is a weird draft.
There goes Butker.
I'm glad that we have video proof that somebody took Deshaun Watson in the second round, so I can show people what not to do.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing. Someone did it.
I'm gonna roll back the video
People want it,
and
man.
get the laser pointer out.
What round do you
and
think?
say,
he,
"Don't fucking
What
do
round is he
this."
going? He's the 3rd or 4th, kind of.
No, man, no.
I mean, people take
Stop.
quarterbacks early
Dude,
here.
like, don't do that.
People
No.
take but I'm not saying people take them early.
I don't think he's going
Yeah,
that
I mean-
early. I think he's going like 6, 7, 8, that kind of shit. I'll look up the ADP shit later, but
I think a lot of people are taking him 4th round.
do you want to explain like why you drafted what and
Yeah, we can go through everything.
kind of what the strengths and weaknesses are of the team?
Yeah, we
Because
can
clearly,
definitely go through it. There's always a weakness.
running back is pretty strong, but receiver's a little weaker.
Yep.
Which is fine because you can trade Lamar Miller with Demaryius Thomas and get something better.
So let's go through your punch. Okay, so
What is that?
this draft shows like my straight up board going through the rounds.
It's all color coded.
So you got Bell first. Obviously Bell's gonna have he's always high. on
Probably
the-
get hurt in week 1 and
Yeah, he
miss
could
the
get
whole year
hurt,
like
but-
David Johnson.
Yeah, but that's good.
or
good thing.
get
my
busted
thing,
with like Garrett Blunt again for some weed and like miss half the year.
Yeah, that's smart thinking.
Todd Gurley is probably the safest pick you can make.
Yeah.
Actually, Ezekiel Elliott, he's always staying out of trouble, right? He
Yeah,
doesn't
seems
really
like
ever
you're
do
right.
anything wrong.
So then I went Adams, 2nd round.
I think he's pretty safe floor.
It's at Rodgers, obviously.
He just has the concussion issues.
In 3rd round, Jordan Howard. I think he's gonna have a good year. I think Chicago's gonna have a better year than.
He's pretty
last
safe.
year,
I don't
general.
know. I'm kind of thinking he's one of the safer running backs you can get.
Well, if you don't have a great quarterback, what's the easiest thing to do? Is to hand the ball off a lot, and I think that's gonna happen.
Or throw it short.
Yeah, if he can make it. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a lot of short yardage stuff. So Howard will be involved. They went to Demaryius Thomas. Obviously, that was a little bit of a fuck up that discrepancy, but
Yeah, whatever.
I kind of don't mind it. He's still a good player, and exactly what we're saying. We kind of know what he is. He's gonna be a little under 1,000 yards. He's
You
gonna
need
be
those
3 to
old boring
4
picks
3 to 5 touchdowns
to balance
range.
out the risky ones. Actually, your team's pretty safe.
Yeah, even I definitely agree. They're kind of safe picks for sure. Lamar Miller, player I've had before.
It's
Kind of
pretty-
underwhelming.
Pretty bland.
Yeah, bland player.
He's
My-
just very boring.
He's my flex, but I have other players that could kind of outflex.
Yeah, like Chris Carson.
Yeah, so then after that, I went Engram, so gotta tight end there.
Homer pick a little
Good
bit.
homer pick, yeah. But you know what's funny? You're seeing a lot of tight ends go around that time, a little bit after too.
Like
Kind of the
what?
round after, more the round after. You're seeing Olsen, Rudolph, and Graham kind of come after.
Greg Olson went pretty late compared to where you got him.
Greg
Or got-
Olsen. Greg Olsen had a kind of a crappy
Ingram.
year last year.
Well, he was injured.
Yeah, he wasn't able to play
It's
too
different
much.
than playing like shit.
Yeah.
He was actually good the last couple of weeks before season ended.
After Ingram, I went Jamison Crowder. It seems like he's becoming a really good option for Smith. Seems it was last year for Cousins. So
Well, he was hurt last year, and Terrell Pryor's gone. Not that he was really much of a thing.
yeah, he
anyway.
wasn't taking away much from him. Yeah.
And I don't know. I trust Alex Smith. He's boring, but he's safe. And
Yeah,
pretty
no, that's why
reliable.
I think he's gonna
Finishes the top 5 quarterback
do
last year.
decently.
I don't think people even realize that.
he's gonna probably do the same thing in Washington too. I don't think much
Not
is
the
gonna
same
really
thing.
change.
Similar,
I think it's
just
gonna be
less
similar.
of. Yeah, well,
And again, then I got Chris Carson, who very well could be my
he should
flex.
not have even been there.
Could
He
be up-
should have went in like the 5th round.
Do you think next week we're gonna see Chris Carson's ADP kind of rise in the drafts? We're gonna do another draft. So
No,
you guys
it's
can see
already up. These people just were not really.
that. Onto that.
This is
Yeah.
not the most competitive draft.
And then after that, we did Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, I mean that's more of like a lottery ticket.
Yeah, definitely. Then after that, we got Nelson Aguilar,
I mean that could
He
hit
could-
really hard.
and that was really late.
Like he could have wide receiver 2 value if the targets are there.
That kind of let me see. That was sort of, and then the pick after that, I went Kenny Stills. That was probably where I should have maybe
I
went
made the
quarterback.
mistake of saying Kenny Stills because that probably would have been luck.
Yeah, we could have got.
I don't mind Mariota though. I kind of like Mariota. a
No,
lot.
so we couldn't have got.
Matt LaFleur is there from the Rams. Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, we could have got luck right there. Oh,
Yeah, no, that was a little worse than like the auto pick thing.
yeah, so we could have got luck there, and that kind of would have been a better pick.
I think
So
if you got luck
but-
there, this probably would have been like a league-winning roster.
Got Mariota. I still think he's gonna have a better year than he did last year, and I think
Can't really do much worse.
yeah.
Plus, they got Deion Lewis there now. Corey Davis is finally healthy for once.
Aaron Jones, like we said, he could be a guy who could.
I don't know. Ty
actually,
Montgomery can't stay healthy, and
Yeah.
Jamal Williams is not that impressive. I think Aaron Jones has got more talent.
He could be getting bowl carries, and also you're right. with
You never know.
Montgomery.
It's a situation I want to be kind of
It's a good one to have.
attached to, just depending on who wins it.
Ideal
I want to
bench
have
player.
some like stock in it.
It's definitely a guy. It's an ideal bench player. It's a guy that could be better than where he's at right now, which is always nice.
Well, also the suspension just helps his value, like his ADP, go down.
Then I went defense. This is obviously end of the draft. So I went with New Orleans. I think they had a bounce back defensive year last year.
You need bounce back.
They had a down year before last year. They were one of the worst.
They were terrible.
They were
for,
one of the
like,
worst
8
defenses
years
in
in
the
a
league.
row. There's no bounce
And then-
back. They were horrendous.
No, yeah, they bounced back to a good team last year. To being a good defensive team, and so I think it's going to keep going. And then we're gonna after that, I went with Prater.
because he looked like Nick Schwartzman.
Yeah. No, that's pretty-
That's really the only. I don't know. I guess the Lions do kick field goals a lot.
All right. Well, how we going, guys? Okay, that's that.
How long was that?
Shit.